Hey there everyone, it's Lee here. Hope you're having a great day. In today's video I'm going to be showing you how to solo mine Nexus NIRO with your GPU, specifically your AMD GPU. There is a NVIDIA miner also available, but this one is really just focusing on the AMD GPUs. Okay, so on the actual screen in front of me, you can see I've got this, it's kind of a window in a window effect. You won't need to worry about that. It's because I'm using TeamViewer, which is like a remote login tool, just so I can basically demonstrate this video to you. My actual home system has a NVIDIA GPU, and the one that I've logged into is got two AMD GPUs. So that's the reasoning for that. Okay, so looking on the actual center kind of a window, let me just maximize it so we can just stay focused a little bit. There's a couple of things that you're going to need. I've actually got two windows running here. The bottom one is actually a CPU pool miner. If you're interested in that, to use that with Nexus, check out my previous video and that will show you how to get started with that. I'm just going to close that for the time being just to help reduce lag and stuff. Okay, then at the top you'll actually see another window, and this is the actual GPU miner, which is solo mining Nexus using the local wallet. So let's jump in and we'll get sort of started. I'll show you everything that you need to get set up and get mining properly. So I'm just going to close that for the time being. So when you're solo mining, the way it works is that you're mining to your local wallet that is actually installed and running on your machine. So in this case, we've actually already got the actual Nexus wallet installed and it's up and running and synchronized. You need to do this before you actually start solo mining. I've left the actual wallet open. I'm not going to close it and reopen it just because it takes quite a while to get it reopened afterwards. So that should be your first starting point. So just double click on the actual Nexus-Qt application and get your Nexus wallet running and synchronized. So you can tell it's synchronized just by the green tick in the bottom right hand corner there. So I'm just going to minimize that now, and I'll show you where to get the actual GPU miner from. So if you open up the actual web browser, you can just do a search, or I'll put a link in the actual video description. So this is the actual Nexus NIRO Bitcoin talk thread, and if we just scroll down, there is a little bit of a delay just because, like I say, this is all being done remotely. So we've already got the wallet there, you can see that just sort of scrolling past. And then we've got a little bit further down, this coin is unique because it actually supports dual channel mining. So you can mine it with a CPU and you can also mine it with a GPU on two separate channels. So that's quite cool. And the miner that I'm using is this SK miner, this AMD binary with the web GUI monitor. I've not actually used the web GUI, but anyway, so you select that and download it as you normally would any other file. So you just go to save, and that's going to save it in our downloads folder. Now they've actually compressed this file in a little bit of a funny format. So you'll need to have a WinRAR to open it, or if you don't have WinRAR, I'll also put a zipped version of this file in the actual video description just so you can extract it easily within Windows. So we've downloaded that. Let's close that browser. And then if we go to our downloads folder, you can see we've got this skminer underscore Windows 1.2 x64.7z. And .7z is a compressed file format. On this machine, I don't actually have WinRAR. However, I've already gone through the process of extracting it on another machine and transferring it back. You won't need to do that. If you don't have WinRAR, just download it and then you'll be able to right click and extract it just the same as you normally would a zip file. Or like I said, you'll be able to download the actual zip file for this from the video description. So once you've actually extracted the file, it should look like something like this. So this is the extracted file folder, and then you've got this SK miner. That is the actual mining application. So just before you actually double click and start it, just make sure your Nexus Qt wallet is running. In this case, ours already is. And then we're just going to double click and start the miner. It takes a minute to get going, but we'll just leave it going for the time minute. You can see some information at the top. It's found 2 CPUs. It's trying to set the engine and memory clocks to what it thinks should be right. But that's fine. You can just ignore that. There's no big deal. And then you can see it says connected to 127.0.0.1 9325. So that is the actual local address of our Nexus Qt wallet. And then further down, so it's just let you know some information. So you've got a new block that's been found, not by us, just on the actual network itself. And then you've got this hash rate on the side here. So I've actually got in the remote computer, it's actually got 2 AMD 280Xs in there. So depending on what GPU's got, is obviously going to affect your hash rate as well. So for this machine, yeah, the hash rate is about 50,000. So if you've just got a single CPU, you're probably looking around 20, 25,000, something like that, depending on what graphics card you've got there, sorry. So you just leave that running. And what's going to happen is over time, it's going to find blocks on the network. At the moment, I've not seen a calculator to work out what the hash rate is versus how often you're likely to find a block. I've only really been running it for an hour or so previous to this video. So at the moment, I'm a little bit in the unknown how often we might actually be finding a block. So, but that is kind of essentially it. So the miners there is now running and it's mining to our wallet. When it finds a block, you'll be credited in your account with the block reward. So that is solo mining. So I think that's everything for this video. As always, if you have any questions or comments, just leave those in the comments area below this video and I'll be sure to get back to you guys. And yeah, hopefully you found this to be helpful to you. Till next time, guys, take care.